Okay, now we have come to the point where we can start installing the Cloudera Manager CDH version 5.1, I think, and this is the installer file that I got. When you we can download this particular file from Cloudera's website. You may have to put in your user ID or email ID, and then they will let you download one of these versions. They have 3 different versions. One is free, Express, and Enterprise, but you will go through those things. I'm not gonna go through the detail here. So now let's get on with the installation. This is the install file which we have to change that it might start the install. So there's the command to change that is the permissions of the file. So we are going to copy and paste that particular command here. So it's only on one system. I have this file on master file, so I'm doing it on master system right now, master 10. So if you check the file again, it will change color, as well as you can see these are the permissions what it has. It belongs to HD user, and the HD user belongs to the group Hadoop, and it's in his home directory. Doesn't matter, any user can do this, but I have created this HD user, so I'm going to do this one under his name as well. So next is we need to run the command, that particular bin file. Now we should be able to run it, right? Okay, I don't need these extra commands that I used before. This is all I need. So let's see if all the requirements are okay, it will start. If not, there will be a problem. Let's see. Okay, this installer must be okay. So I'm missing their sudo, so let's get out of it and then go back and then do the same command with this sudo, because you need to be root user to install anything on Linux systems, right? So it might ask you for the password. No, it didn't. That's fine. Next, that is good sign. So it's telling what the recommended systems are. The one we are using is Ubuntu 12.04 LTS. If you are using 12.04, sorry, 14.04 or 13.04, this might not go ahead, because it will stop you there, saying that you don't have the correct environment to install the CDH 5.1. So here we are okay. So we go say next, and these are all licensing of all those terms and agreements that you need to read, which we can say yes and go next. Accept the license, you say yes, and then also next again. This is talking about Oracle binary, Oracle thing. If it goes through that particular part, we have to say yes and accept this license. We'll say yes, and then it goes. So I have given this particular system, that is the one ending with IP address number 23.192.168.2.23. that's our master system. I have given the memory RAM as 8 GB for this one. So the install process should be little faster, but in any case I'm going to pause the video and start it on and off, so that you don't get bored too much. It's already 32 minutes so far, so I'm gonna pause it here, and then I will start it whenever I think it's needed. Yeah, it's at 40% right now. Still some more time, we have to wait. Yeah, it's so far 70%. We'll wait a little bit more. So this is the initial part of the Cloudera CDH5 install, and then we have to continue with the web, through the web. That's the next step. So this one's going to be faster, but then we have another step that will take another 10-15 minutes, I think. So we'll wait. Yeah, it's 90% already. That means we are done. So here it says, it looks like the initial part of the install is fine. Now we have to continue connecting to the web server, that is the local host, and then this is the IP address here. This is the port number that we have to connect. So if you are using, and if you are doing it on the local host through the web browser, that's what you will do it. but now I'm going to connect from my Windows machine. That is the machine that you are looking at is my Windows machine. So here I have to use the IP address of that particular system, which is 192.168.2.23 and then port number. So we should be able to connect to that system. So hopefully it says installation was successful. That's good. So now we are all done here in this particular environment, but we might have to come back here when there is a trouble, which I am expecting. Anyways, we will see. Right now I'm going to pause the video and start the browser and then adjust the screen and come back. Thank you. Yeah, as you can see, I access this particular page from that IP address. The master 10 is the 23, and then this is the port number. When I use that line here and hit enter, I got this particular login screen for the admin. So the password, user ID and password is admin. That's by default given by Cloudera Manager, and you log in. Once you log in, you have all these options. This is by default, it selects the middle one, that's Cloudera Enterprise Manager. That is 60 days. You can use it for free. And then here they have a Cloudera Enterprise Edition. This is what I was talking to you about, that you can do more reading on their website, which is really really useful there. I'm going to here choose the free edition side, right? It was by default, it comes up with this, but Cloudera Express is what I want. That is free on all the way. It's all the open source packages will come down and that will install, and then some of them you can choose, some of them you don't have to. We'll see that, but when we go through this particular session. Right now I chose that Cloudera free, and here some of those features is showing what we have and what we don't have, but that doesn't matter. As long as I can successfully complete this session, I'll be very happy. So I'm going to click on continue, and then it's going to tell what it's going to install. That's fine. I'm going to leave, most of the time I'm going to leave it for the default. I don't want to change anything, but I'm expecting a problem within a couple of next after 1 or 2 slides, but we'll see. Continue. This is it's asking for what are the hosts that's in this cluster. So I'm going to give all the master. You can type in the IP address of all the systems that you know, or the host's name. Since I put all these information in the host file, I'm going to use the names that I used there. So master 10, slave 11, slave 12, and then one more slave 13. You can also use IP addresses of all the systems with a comma in between. That is 192, the 23, 26, 28, and 29. So it will search. Now this particular part, the Cloudera Manager is going to search for the systems, and if they are good, it will show up here. So I have to click on search, and if it finds it, yeah, it found all the systems and the IP addresses that you see here, and they say this is ready to they are up and running. That's what it means. So I'm going to go to the next screen. That's where here you can also choose to leave the options as it is. I'm not going to change use packages, or I don't want to select anything here. I'm going to leave all for default. I'm installing Cloudera 5.1. that's what I downloaded, but you have the option to go back to 4.7 if you want to. And then additional packages, I don't want any. These ones I'm going to leave as none. We will see later on as we go through some of those lessons and training. We might do more, but here we will leave it as it is, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps to go through. The next step is it's okay. The next step is for the Java encryption, which is telling me something about law and permitting. You can read it for yourself, which I'm not going to touch. I'm going to leave it as it is. Okay, now here is the problem that I'm expecting to start. I'm not installing it as a root. I created another user, that is HD user. So I'm going to use his name. We could also try with root, which I had some issues before, which I couldn't resolve. So I'm choosing this path as I have the answer to the next problem that I'm expecting. And then so the password it will accept the whole thing. For the sake of it, I'm going to insert that password which I created before, which I don't know whether it's really useful here or not, but you guys can do your own research later on. This is what I went through, so I'm going to do what I did before. The problem will be on the next screen. Move on, press continue. There you go. This is the problem I was expecting. I think it's something to do with the Cloudera manager looking for the password and it's failing there. So I'm going to resolve it. We can do it together. So I leave this screen as it is, and I'm going to open my SSH sessions, this one here, and here I need to go into the sudo. Please watch the screen. Sudo vsudo. And in this file I need to insert one file at the bottom, one line at the bottom. That will be same for all the systems with this particular user's name. This one also I got the resolution from the internet. So HD user, and then this is the line that I need to install on all the systems. So here, this is the first system, that's a master system. Control X, Y, enter, done. So next one, here it's asking for the password. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then I do the same thing here. Come down, HD user, enter the paste line, Control X, Y, enter, and the next one, 1 2 3 4 6. And I have one more. Control X, Y, and done. So now we will go back to our install screen, and I'm going to say retry failed hosts again. So let's see what happens. Okay, looks like it's past that stage and it is continuing with the install process, and this install process is going to take a little bit time, maybe I don't know, maybe 10 minutes again, because there are so many other packages it's going to download and install for all these 4 systems. So you can click on details here and then check what's happening, which I'm not going to do at this time because I don't want to interrupt. This is running on a virtual machine, so I don't want to interrupt or do anything else. We just go through the install process. Right now you can see that it's installing the Oracle JD, the J2 SDK1 package 1.6 version. So it's going to be doing that thing for all the sessions, and then I'm going to pause the video and then start it and pause it on and off to see some of those screens here, what happens. And then maybe I'll go get a cup of coffee and be back. Looks like it's done on the system master 10, because as I said, it has the RAM memory up about 8 GB, so the installation process was fast on that. Now it's going through the rest of those. Looks like even the second one, that is the slave 11, is almost done. So we'll see how long it's going to take. It looks like it takes about between 5 and 10 minutes for this particular part, all 4, because I have 4 systems, this cluster. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes for this particular part. That's the step 4 to complete. So as you can see that this progress bar is progressing slowly. Right now all these 3 systems, they are installing the Cloudera Manager daemon packages. Yeah, the second one is done. The slave 11 is done. Now we have two more to go. They should finish maybe within the next couple of minutes. These two should be ending installation from this part. Oh, there's one more session that will be after this step 5 and 6 completes. There's another session that will take a little longer as well. That will be downloading, installing and distributing or activating. So that you will see now. Okay, it looks like all four systems look good. They all got the installation went completed on all four successfully. So this is what we want to see at the end of this particular session. So next we can click on continue. Okay, now this is going to be a little bit longer again. All right, here I'm definitely going to go get something to eat. Right now it's downloading, and then it has to come up to this level. Because I have my system and my internet connections are a little faster, so it might end quickly. But in any case, you see the progress bar. This particular part here is downloading, and the next one is distributing among the systems. Then later on, this particular part is the activating part. So this will take a little longer. I don't know, maybe about say 10 minutes, just to be on safe side. 10 minutes here, and then this distributing part will be less than maybe 5 minutes. Activating is less than maybe a minute or so. So right now it's at say 8%, right? So I'm gonna pause the video for now. Maybe you can relax. Yeah, it looks like it's going faster than I thought. It's already at 83%. That's very good. Yeah, the more RAM and the faster internet connection helps a lot. Also, the server in general is a good one we have. With in total we have 32 GB RAM on that system. It's an HP 8400 XW 8400 workstation machine. So it's a good one. It's a good system. We have few over here. So 87%, and then few more, and then that should be done. Last time when I did this one on another system, it took about 15 minutes to come to this part, which had only 6 GB memory. Here we have 8 GB memory. So it makes a difference. Even 2 GB makes a lot of difference. 91, 92. I'll be back. Okay, 98, 99, and 100. Okay, downloading part is done. Now it's going to distribute whatever it downloaded among those 4 systems, and that should start anytime now on this bar. Right here we go. Started. Okay, the distribution part is done. Now the system going through this particular third activating session or part, or the step. So that's done. So that's fast. So that's done. So now let's click on continue, and now inspecting hosts. This could take a minute. We can skip host inspector, but I'm going to leave it as it is because we are going through some training or some learning session here, so I don't want to skip that. I want to see what's happening here. So let's wait a minute, or I will pause the video and I'll wait for myself and then come back. Oh, that was quick. Okay, so it's giving us the validation information, what it went through. It checked something, and then there is something that it's telling us to do, and here's a certain issue. So it's not an issue, but it is I think I seen this particular information on all the install sessions that I went through. See, this, there is a command it gives us, and that we need to put inside the sysctl configuration file, which I will do later. But for now, we will just browse through this a little bit, and then we'll go to the next step by clicking finish, right? So I'm gonna click on finish, and then still there's few more steps to go through. When I clicked on finish, it comes here and it's asking us choose combination of services to install. You can choose any of these combination what you want. Now right now I'm gonna just browse and see what I can do faster or quicker. You can choose what you need, or depending on your need, and you can choose any of these here. If you need all these, then you can say all the services, but in my case for now I'm going to choose the first one, core Hadoop. Later on, the Cloudera Manager lets you add services, add hosts, add clusters, all those stuff, so which I can see how I can do, or I can add services later on, even though I'm selecting only this one here for now, because I want to have a steady stable system first, and then I can install things as needed. Or maybe I will choose this one because here I have the HBase, and that's the database I think for this particular setup. So maybe I will, as an addition, I will choose that line here, so maybe the system will behave fine, and then I can add more services later on. So right now I chose that, and then I'm gonna say continue. It's gonna give me some choice, and then it's gonna, by default it's going to choose certain system, and then by some places it's gonna ask you to choose one. Even though I see it saying here select host for certain components or certain servers, I'm gonna leave it as it is, because I also read it like if I don't know what exactly we are doing, we can leave it as it is. So I'm gonna leave this time, I'm gonna leave it as it is, because I remember once last time when I installed Cloudera, the CDH5, I changed certain things, and then I chose certain systems or certain servers for these kind of monitoring or servers. So then I think I have some other issues with those clusters. Maybe that's because of whatever I did. So this time I'm gonna leave everything as it is, and then see what happens later on. Even if I don't get the server, or I mean if I don't get the service, maybe I should be able to add it later on through the Cloudera Manager administration panel, or the GUI part on the net through the web server. So let's continue here without doing anything. Okay, so that's, now it's on the second one. It's saying I can test the connection between the database and this on the other processes, so I'm going to test it. It gives you an option. It's no test it. Okay, I'm not sure why it says skipped here. Okay, so it's skipped. It says Cloudera Manager will create this database in a later step. So I'm gonna continue, and this is the review changes page. It wants you to review it. Even though I'm not gonna change anything, I'm not gonna do anything at this moment. I'm gonna just browse through and then click continue soon. So this is something that you will have to do yourself later on. When you go through the steps, you can choose depending on what you really need. So we will press continue here, and this cluster setup is happening right now. This is, I think, the final stage. This is step 5 and step 6 to go. So it is going to see, that's right now it's starting the services, whatever we chose before, the Hadoop core plus the Hive database and all. It's going to create, and it's going to start the particular cluster. So that I have about 23 steps it says, like, install or starting, and creating all kind of creating directories. It's all steps. So it's already done 3, so we have another 20 more to go. It shouldn't take too long, but anyways, I'm gonna pause the video here. As you can see, now we have completed 7 steps up here out of 23, so it's not bad. So far so good. For more information and other technologies that itsolves.com is involved, you can visit our website at www.itsolves.com for more information on other technologies that we are interested, and we train people and place them in the United States as well as in Canada. You will find more information, and then if you have any questions, you could always contact us. Okay, looks like a few more steps. Let's see how many more steps we have left. Yeah, 16, so that means another 7 more to go. Okay, we are at final couple more steps. It's starting the Cloudera management service and then deploying client configuration. So it should be done any minute now. Takes a couple of minutes for that part, and that's done. So looks like all the services and on the servers or the component that we chose to install, they're all installed and started successfully. Clicked on finish, or you can see congratulations, that's very good. Next, it's going to give you this particular page. This is the web UI phase where the monitoring of all the cluster happens. Here you can do a lot of administration tasks. You can create users, you can change the settings, alerts. You can configure what alerts that you want to see. And then here right now we are on the home page. If you go click on the cluster, you will see different messages or different headings that you can go directly to that particular part. For example, this is HBase. If you click on that, it will take you to the hosts page, and here the hosts are looking good, all green. And so we'll go back to home and see, this is, if you move your mouse, it will say all green is good health. According to Cloudera, all green is good health, as you can see. And if there's issues and problems, it will show up here, like under, if you move your mouse over that, it tells you there's a warning, and then you can click on that to see what the warning message is, and then you can click on that, and then get into the where you can resolve the settings page, which I'm not going to do now. I will be doing that a little later, but for now I just want to keep this video less than a 1 hour video, which I don't know if YouTube's going to let me upload. But in that case, I might break this one into pieces, and it might still go on the internet if everything looks okay with this video. So for now, this is what it is. I'm gonna end this video here. As I mentioned before, this is what I did, and I'm not going to say this is how it should be done. You might find your own way after you doing your own research on the internet. This is what I did, and this is what I went through to get to this level. Hope it helps somebody. Please visit us at www.itsolves.com. There will be more videos on other technologies sooner, but please visit us and then check out our blog page. Thank you for your patience, and I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is David Lechumanan for itsolves.com. Bye for now.